Hello, good afternoon. My name is Rosemary Stein. I'm a pediatrician, and I've been a doctor for 30 years. What stands me apart from other doctors that you might know is that my husband and I started. We're not owned by anybody. We serendipitously avoided having a hospital tell us what to do or any medical administrator. And because of that, we have been able to do things in a different way than what the rest of America is doing. So what I can tell you about the management of coronavirus comes not because anybody else has told us. It's because it's what we've seen firsthand. In the last year, we have seen our children's lives being destroyed by the management of coronavirus, not by the virus itself. The truth is that the disease is real, but the management is what is actually destroying American lives and our children's lives. My husband and I care for about 5,000 patients, and we have been caring for the same patients and their children now for the last 21 years. And through coronavirus, what we've seen is that our children have been doing absolutely horrendously. Their mental health has suffered. Their physical health in every other realm of their health has suffered humongously because we are so afraid of the virus. We have been told things about this virus that are not essentially true. Yes, it is a very dangerous disease, but it has not affected us to any extent to the way that it was predicted. And the way that it was predicted was meant to harm us. The information was meant to harm us. The virus was meant to harm us, but not as much as the information has harmed us. And so that's why I wanted to share with you what is actually happening amidst our patients, our 5,000 patients that belong to us. And I consider them family, and I consider our employees that we have kept the clinic open for every single day since the beginning of March. We have not closed any day. Because differently than what the medical profession has allowed to happen, we put our patients first. The reason that we become doctors is not for ourselves. It's not to make a good bank account. All that will come if you do your jobs right, or it might not. But the real reason that we're doctors is to serve you, to serve our patients, to serve your children. And medicine has become something else from that, something very different. But what I'm here to tell you is that there is a way for us to stop this assault on our children, and it's called moms. And that's the problem. That's a problem that's happening in our practice in Burlington, North Carolina, but everywhere out there, is that parents have weakened themselves. And what's important is to build yourselves up in strength, even when you don't feel strong. You have to look like you think that you're strong. You have to ask God for strength and the ability to show your face like, I'm all right, I got this kid, so that your kid will not lose it. I have so many patients today that are losing it because everything around them has no structure. This was meant to happen this way. There's no reason to get up in the morning. There's no reason to go to sleep. There's no reason to get yourself away from the cell phone. And the children need that structure day by day. So we need to get back to understanding that we are the true compass point in our children's lives. When we cease to be that point, that fixed point in our children's lives, they have no way to know what's up and down. We have to change it ourselves because we cannot expect the government to do it for us any longer. So America was built on that kind of compass point. It's called our Constitution. And that should never change. That's why our founders framed it in such a way that they knew that it would transcend time and politics. Fortunately, this time, there are so many of us, we've been waking up to understand that We have to stay with what is real, what is true. Being a mom, being a dad, being part of a family, that is what's true. That's what we bring back to our children. And we have to be that compass point. I invite you to take a look at a story. My husband reminded me before I left, do not forget to share the name of the story of a person who's influenced me a lot. And yes, I could say it's my mom, but it's another state hero of mine. Her name is Elizabeth Steele. See, during the time that Elizabeth Steele was alive, Nathaniel Greene, who was one of the great generals of George Washington, came to her house. She gave him everything that she had. She put gold and silver in his hand because he knew that he was distraught and he was about to lose all of his faith in what he had to do. So she gave him her all. Because of that, Nathaniel Greene left Elizabeth Steele's home renewed, and he went on to win the Revolutionary War. What I want to tell you is we have to be Elizabeth Steele's in our children's life, in America today. I'm not just talking as a pediatrician, I'm talking as a mom. I'm talking as an American. Let us all make sure that we are that northern compass point for our children this day and for each day of our children's lives. May we be the sense that keeps our children on that point of understanding that in 20 to 30 years, America will still be great because you left them something that was great. I'm going to leave you with my motto, which is that we must save America. And we as moms must do this one child at a time. Thank you for your time.